Hello friends, Jenkins Dota here, bringing you another Dota 2 video on behalf of Pvgna.com, and this is going to be part of the drills video series. And in this very first video in the series, I'm going to be talking about drills involving skill shots. So progression drills that you can basically use to get very, very good with skill shots in a practice lobby. So two things before we get started with the drills. The first thing is an option that you should select in your Dota options in your settings. So go through to your Dota settings and then click through to Advanced Hotkeys in the Hotkeys tab, and then make sure in the top left here you have a Patrol hotkey set. So what Patrol does, if you're not familiar with it, is you select your Patrol hotkey after selecting a unit, you click somewhere on the map, and that unit is going to never stop patrolling between that location and the location they started. They're just going to keep moving back and forth between the location and where they started. And this is really convenient for the practice mode because and for doing drills, because you can create very human-like movement and kind of simulate a real person moving without having to shift queue a bunch or constantly move things or have somebody in there practicing with you. You can do it yourself. So Patrol is really useful for that, and then of course there's actually uses for it in games, not just in practice mode, but you know, that's another video. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing that I want to say is that this drill progression is actually something that I used to get very, very good at hitting Pudge hooks. And a couple of other, you know, skill shot mechanics in the game. I've also trained with drills very similar to this just in the past before I even knew that I was going to make a video series. So I can say that these drills are field tested, and I'm sure that these ones will definitely help you. I would do this between games, between competitive games and between ranked, and that's when I would get my practice in when it comes to these skill shot drills. So the very first thing that we need to do before we get into any of the drills here is you select the Heroes tab in Dota 2, and then click whatever hero you want to practice a skill shot with, or whatever drill you're doing. And then for me, I'm going to click Pudge, and you click here in the top right, Demo Hero. And if you're not familiar with what the hero demo is, it's basically what you see Miracle and RTZ doing on stream. They go really, really ham in this demo mode between queues, and that's kind of the convenient part, is that you can go into this demo mode between queues. So you can do this you know, in downtime where you would otherwise be doing nothing, and that's exactly what RTZ and Miracle do, and you know, a bunch of the other players. I would say that this is an expert level or hard difficulty drill. It's definitely not an easy one. But the first thing that you want to do to start out with this one is you want to create an enemy axe bot. So we'll do that by typing in create hero axe. Sorry, that is an allied one. We'll go ahead and move him over there because we do need one of those as well. But we will create an enemy one by going create hero axe enemy. And then what we want to do is we want to give the axe bots a heart of Tarask. So give bots heart, give bots heart. We'll give them a bunch of hearts. Heart, give bots heart, and we'll do level bots 25 as well. And then you want to level up the counter helix. And you can also get the talents that make axe much tankier, just because what we're going to do with the axe is put him here in the creep waves, so that way there is no issue with the creeps getting in the way of our drill. So we'll do the same with this one. We'll go ahead and move him in here. It doesn't matter if he gets hit by the fountain, because he can regen with the Heart of Tarasks. Okay, so now we have a completely blank playing field to set up a nice big drill here. So we're going to create 5 more axes by doing create hero axe, create hero axe, create hero axe, create hero axe, create hero axe. Okay, so we have 5, and then what you want to do is you want to move all of the axes to kind of the corners of the middle river part here, and you know, just take the last one and move them just in the middle, something like that. It doesn't really matter. And then what you want to do is patrol the axes in kind of like a random location on the other side of the river, and this is going to create a massive amount of obstruction in this area if we you know, set up a patrolling Chaos Knight, which is exactly what we're going to do. So we want to create a hero, and we'll type in Chaos for Chaos Knight. And what you want to do is put the Chaos Knight right to the edge of the river, kind of by the stairs, So that way the axes are fully covering the Chaos Knight. You don't want to put them up on the stairs, because then it's very easy to hook this from over here, because you just aim for the ramp and nothing's ever going to be blocking him. So you want to fully obstruct the Chaos Knight, and then you want to patrol him to the other side and not up the ramp. So that looked good, and we'll go ahead and patrol him now. Okay, so what you want to do next is turn on free spells, just so that way you don't have to worry about your hook costing any mana. Oops, and then we'll just level to max. And then you want to give yourself a blink dagger just by purchasing it in the shop. And the goal of this drill is to hook in and get the Chaos Knight, and then the Chaos Knight, what's going to happen is the Chaos Knight's going to run all the way back and then start patrolling again. And what your goal is for this drill is you want to hit the Chaos Knight before he gets to the other side of the river after he enters it. So this is a timed drill, and this is going to train all of the mechanics so far, except plus quick and active thinking, which is really, really important when it comes to hitting these skill shots. So this is going to train hitboxes, timing, all of that good stuff, and then plus active thinking. And what you want to do actually after you hit the Chaos Knight, you want to blink to the other side of the river and then hit the Chaos Knight again before he gets to the other side of the river after he gets back into the river. So I'll go ahead and show you that. I might fail a couple of times because this is a pretty hard drill, but you know, take your time. Just try to get the form right, remember. So I think this, no, he's getting blocked. So we'll try that. Okay, I got an axe. That's okay. That's okay. And then you gotta wait for the axe. If you do fail, let the axe patrol back into the river, because otherwise it's going to be easier to hit the Chaos Knight. So this looks good. So I hit the Chaos Knight, and what I want to do is blink to the other side, and then once he enters the river, I want to hit him. Okay, so I got lucky on that one, and you see he can patrol back in. So I'm at 2, and I want to blink instantly over here, and I want to hit the Chaos Knight again. So I might. Okay, so I failed because I didn't get him before he went to the other side of the river. And if this isn't an easy one, hitting 10 times in a row is actually very, very difficult. It's also a little more difficult because I'm talking right now and doing this video. But you understand the concept of this, and this is something that I really, really think this is kind of the max level progression. Anything else that you throw in, you can throw in more axe bots if you want, if you really want to make it hard, if you want to keep progressing past the point of this drill. You can also give the Chaos Knight Tranquil Boots if you want to make it a little bit harder, but I can guarantee you that this one, hitting 10 times in a row, will take you a long time. So this is a really nice drill to do between games if you want to train to be very high skill with a particular skill shot. And one thing that I should mention is that if you are using Mirana arrow or anything that targets enemies, then you need to spawn enemy bots, or you can just kind of use the allied bots and just guess if you were to hit them, because it's obviously not going to actually stun an allied Chaos Knight. But you should note that if you use enemy bots, then you're going to have to put the Chaos Knight manually back into the river, which is a bit of a pain. So you can change the drill accordingly. But this is kind of the max level one, and this one's pretty hard. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I guarantee you that if you do these drills, you will become very, very good with the skill shots. And like I said, the reason that I'm saying that is because this is stuff that I've used to help me become extremely good with particular skill shots in Dota. This is something that really has helped me, so hopefully it'll help you too. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.